Good morning everyone. You know it, it's time for another video here on Let's Walk Around Stockholm. Today we are at Stockholm Central Station and we are going for a walk as usual. And today we're going for a stroll here close to Central Station in the area around it. I love how they made the new area here at Central. Really modern and fresh. Because the old Central Station was a bit messy. Like part of it was outside, part of it was inside. And in the outside part everybody was like smoking cigarettes on the tracks. So now it is much better. And it looks cool too if you ask me. Really quiet actually at Central Station. I think it's because the rush hour is just passed and everybody's at work already. So I think what I'm going to do today is kind of circle around the area of Central Station. So we're not going to pick one side. Or we can circle around it and yeah, have a look what's up. It's always a surprise when you come out of Central Station. Is it raining? Is it cloudy? What's happening? Because where I live in Sollentuna, the weather is sometimes completely different than it is out here. So now we're going out at the exit of Vasagatan. Oh, this is one of my favorite pubs, the Bishop's Arms. It's actually a chain of pubs, but they always have it's a good quality pub with a lot of good selection of beers. Let's have a look. Where are we? Of course, we are on Vasagatan, one of the most famous streets here in Stockholm. There we have the Arlanda Express, the train to the airport. They've been doing some road work here for ages. It never seems to finish. It's one of those projects that maybe supposed to take 3 months but take 3 years. You know how it goes, it's the same everywhere. Oh, it's still green. Let's hurry up. So now we're gonna take a right onto Kungsgatan. I think that's also one of the reasons that I'm saving up for like a new camera setup, because this one is quite big. It's very obvious that I'm filming when I'm walking around, so I would like to get something more subtle, so the experience while walking is a little bit more authentic, if you know what I mean. So yeah, it's no stress. I mean, so far so good. It works perfectly. But yeah, you always have to strive for a little bit better, you know, better quality videos and things like that. So coming up. That was funny. I just passed someone I actually know quite well, but she didn't recognize me. That's always the risk, like when I'm walking outside and I meet someone I know, then I kind of have to stop the video, because otherwise it gets really weird. I cannot go like, oh yeah, hi, but sorry, can't talk right now, I'm filming. It's a bit of a grey day today, a bit cloudy, but it's not too cold, to be honest, especially not for Swedish standards. So here we have Drottninggatan, the main shopping street here in Stockholm. I think you've seen it all before in my videos. Here we have Hötorget, or Haymarket as it's called in English. We're passing all the classics today. Well, we're circling around Central Station, trying to do a 360 here. just to give you a feeling of the daily life here, downtown Stockholm. Here passing one of the most famous and busiest squares here in the Stockholm Center. Sveavägen on that side, Kungsgatan on this side, with the famous arches over there. And the concert hall in front of us. So now we're walking straight ahead here towards Sergelstoy, the main square at Central Station here. This is really one of those Swedish days where it feels like it never goes light. So you can see it's light, like the sun is up, but the sun doesn't appear. This is something you see a lot in Scandinavia here in the north, all the time. You're waiting for the sun to come or the sun to come up, but it doesn't come, and it sometimes doesn't come for days, if not weeks. Which is, for a lot of people that move in from different countries, probably the hardest to deal with. Because a lot of people say, oh, Scandinavia, Sweden, it's very cold. No, cold is no problem. You just buy a decent jacket and you don't feel cold. But it's the darkness and the fact that you don't get the sun on your head, which is the most difficult part. Some people, they move here and they get depressed by it because they cannot handle the lack of sunlight and yeah, just the gray sky. It looks very boring to them. So personally, I got used to it. It doesn't matter for me. I don't get affected so much. The good thing is, once it gets spring here, everybody is in such a good mood. You really appreciate the fact that the sun and the good weather and the temperature is back. So once it gets to April, the vibe here is incredible. Like, everybody is such a good mood. Everybody's out in the parks enjoying, barbecuing, like walking around in a t-shirt while it's only like 16 degrees. It's really funny. I was really laughing about this when I first arrived in Sweden, because I came in April from the Netherlands. And I thought it was a bit chilly, and then I saw a girl like sunbathing in a bikini when it was like 17 degrees, and I was like, what's happening? But now, after a few years, I really understand. They just want to soak up every inch of sun that they can get. It's really nice feeling. So yeah, even myself, I kind of do it now. I'm in t-shirt even when it's not that warm, and shorts. Alright, so we arrived here at the fountain. Oh, I almost crossed on red again. I have to stop doing that. The viewers are always pointing it out. Don't go through red. It's a cultural thing. Everyone does it. I gotta stop doing that. Very nice with the church at the background. The city theater. I really love this city. Like every time when I walk here, I'm like, oh, I feel so privileged that I live in such a wonderful place. Oh. All right, let's run. Yes, and we are back at the main square. I think they're building up some kind of event here. Because yesterday all the corona restrictions are gone. No distance, no masks, no nothing. Everything is gone from yesterday or the day before yesterday. So now everything is free again to how it was before 2019. So that's probably why they're building events here again on the main square. Really nice. Åhléns, the famous department store. I always really like this piece of art here. I don't really know what it is. It doesn't really say, but funny little character. That lady that just passed by, I think she's from TV actually. Don't really remember her name, but oh, nice. This is probably how the old central station looked like. So here they're finishing up the square here in front of the central station. They've been working on it for ages, but it almost seems to be finished. This is the taxi stand. In my actually previous video about Central Station, where I explained what to do when you first arrive here, I forgot to mention that this is the taxi stand in between Central Station and the bus terminal. So yeah, so it's actually here, as you can see. Myself, I don't take a regular taxi anymore because Uber is like almost half the price. So. All right, I think it's almost time to round up this video for today. It was a good 23 minutes I think we've walked, so nice and easy. Yeah, I really like what they did here in the outside, showing how it was in the old days. Oh, that was a while ago. When you had to make a phone call, you actually had to be connected by someone. I don't know when that when that stopped, but that's a long time ago. All right. Thank you for watching, people, and see you tomorrow on another video on Let's Walk Around Stockholm. Bye bye.